All right. Um, well, welcome everyone to this long overdue video. Let me minimize this OBS. We're doing good. So, welcome to the Earth Lords. Now, it's only in a window capture, so I'll change things up as I record. But here's the. I hope you can see it once this uploads. Okay. So yeah, here's the loading screen. This game, created by Wayne Stewart, was based on an old BBS game, also called The Earth Lords. But this one is now a standalone app. Both were made by Wayne Stewart, which we know little about, save for that one Reddit, no, not Reddit, one 4chan post that is on archives. So here it is, the Splash Queen, as you can see here. When if I don't know if you can see my cursor, but it changes into a cartoonish sword when I hover over it. Here's new game. We'll load new game. I have a load game here, but we'll start from scratch. You heard that right? That's the sound effect that plays when you press some buttons. So yeah, here it is, the globe, some steel weapons, the galaxy. Oh, 1992 to 2002, or Wayne Stewart registered version. I mean, honestly, well, there are a few codes floating around on the internet that you can use to register, so to speak. The original method was sending Wayne Stewart $20 through PayPal or through snail mail. I wonder how many people got a full version for that. But we know little about Wayne Stewart for now. So, well, if Wayne Stewart's still around, or someone who knows him, you're more than welcome to be here. On this, after this video is uploaded, you can just comment away. Yeah, let's get started. We'll start a new game. Welcome to the Earth Lords role-playing game. In order for you to play, we must create a character for use in the adventure. Are you ready? Of course. So we have a selection of phrases here. Select a character for race and press OK. So we have the City Elf. You can, regardless of what you select for your race, you can pretty much choose anything related, any icon really. So we'll use, I guess, this guy. This guy looks cool. So City Elf, each race has their own bonuses and skills. We'll go through that later. And so here's the City Elf. This is a race that has become acclimated to City Life. Because of this, the City Elf has become a crossbreed of elf and human. This makes the City Elf a bit larger than most elves, but slightly smaller than humans. Whatever that means. The average male City Elf is 5.5 feet tall and weighs 120 pounds. Bonuses for race are given for every 5 ranks of professional proficiency, meaning, for this instance, City Elf, Agility, Notice, Speed, and Mental, those are the bonuses given each time you level up. We'll go to City Giant. This race has been living in the city for so long that it's become a cross of lesser giants and humans. City giants are taller and larger than humans, but not as large as lesser giants. Average male city giant height is 7.5 feet tall with a weight of 300 pounds. Well, basically a Shaquille O'Neal, but fictional. As expected, there's the expected bonuses on might and endurance. Again, we'll go through those later. The dwarves. This race lives in the mountains. Because of this, they have a really good mountaineering skill. They can be mean if they have to, but are very noble and enjoy celebration. The average male dwarf is only 4.5 feet tall, but weighs 150 pounds due to their broad muscular build. Jesus Christ, that typo. So as you can see, we'll go through that later. So Outer Elf, this race was built for magic. The comprehend the art. It's supposed to be they, by the way. They comprehend the arcane forces so well that they lack any fundamental skills for armed combat. They know that When magic is used properly, it is much deadlier than a sword. The average male outer elf is 5 feet tall but weighs a mere 90 pounds. But now, of course, humans. Go look in the mirror. Chances are you may see one of these guys. Shallow humor, but you'll see this throughout the game, actually. This race is the most erratic of all. Some are good, some are evil, some are happy, some love war, but most think they can go anywhere and do anything. Yes, we can. The average male human is just over 6 feet tall and weighs over 90 pounds. That's pretty much the average Western male. So this is, out of all the races, this has the most bonuses. Western Giant, this race is one of the most noble ever seen. However, their numbers are thinning out as they prefer adventuring alone and don't often find companionship. At one time, this race policed the world with quite swift justice. Now there may be less than 100 left. The average male Western Giant is over 8 feet tall and is over 400 pounds of hard muscle. Next goes Steel Dwarfs. This race is also from the mountains. However, they spend most of their time deep within mines and know so very little about the world beyond their own cities. Because of their ancestral unity, they are depth of learning manufacturing skills. The average male Steel Dwarf is just over 4 feet tall and is 160 pounds of hard muscle. Lots of bonuses too. We folk. The survival of this race has been attributed to the fact that humans like them so much and that we folk are expert at hiding. I don't know what to say about that. We folk are only half the size of humans but look identically proportioned as if they were simply miniature humans. Come on. And check out the bonuses too in Road Elf. Actually, I take it back. Road Elf is the most powerful of all races. You get bonus plus on every skill. This race is nomadic by nature, but they do not have simplistic nomadic tendencies. The Road Elf does everything possible to strengthen himself by learning anything and everything about the world around him. Many great explorers were Road Elves. The average male Road Elf is 5 feet tall and weighs 100 pounds. We'll change the picture to something more. That looks nice. I'm playing music in the background because the game itself doesn't really have music. So here we go with the attributes. We'll go through each one. So bonus points are basically just excess points where you can spend on. Right. This determines how strong your character will be. The aids in combat and going through pesky obstacles like doors. Damage stuff. So we'll put some here. Mental, this determines how hard character will be. This aids in learning spells and skills which might require intelligence such as science. This attribute also determines how much magic power your character can exert. I think we'll leave that alone. Moral, this determines how your character operates within the Earth Lord's realm. If they buy more, you can be rewarded for doing the right thing, but you can be punished for going against your principles as well. Jesus Christ, we're not even starting yet. It's full of typos and errors. Or this doesn't take it anyway. You can roll if you don't like what's in here. I do caution about excessive ones though, because you might get lesser and lesser points. I believe this doesn't affect much, save for some I don't know, probably upper wars or something. Doesn't do much, honestly. Just let it be. This determines how maneuverable your characters in tight situations, helps avoid being struck in combat, and aids in certain skills such as stealth. So the dodging and all that. We'll add a few points. Speed this determines how fast your character moves. This will determine how far you can move in combat rounds, as well as how many times you can attack. This is Earthlords is a turn-based game, so we'll add a few. Actually, we'll put a lot on it. Endurance determines how our character can stand up to the elements of the realm. This helps in regaining of health and also determines how healthy you will be as you gain experience. Something to consider, but I won't put too much stock on it. Profession. Okay, here we go. This profession is a cross between each profession. Think of it as a job, right? In Final Fantasy or in Ragnarok, or any other, World of Warcraft, games like that. This is cross between a warrior in need of a priest. He feels the world is his and he's setting about trying to take it. Now keep in mind that there are certain professions that can and cannot equip certain types of equipment. So, that knights can, holy knights, warriors can equip swords but can't equip anything else. We'll go through the some weapons in the weapon store later. The explorer, though this profession has difficulty to utilize at earlier ranks, it's easily the most powerful at higher ranks. Explorers take special note of their surroundings because of this gain many skills quickly. If you're just beginning, or honestly, explorer is the most overpowered. It is quite linear. It starts off a bit weak, but it goes way up exponentially as you go along, right? Like it's you can pretty much equip anything you want. You are not limited. So we'll go choose explorer, but we'll hover through other choices. Holy Knight. This profession combines all the goodness of the priest. The only thing really that matters here is well, some bonuses really. Goodness of priest and warrior professionness. What? He's out to do away with the evil that plagues the world. Mage. This profession uses the power of magic to do his bidding. Though weak at early ranks, their mage strength become a lance or his nightmare. Monk. This profession is at one with his natural surroundings. He does not like the natural items of mankind, just as weapons and armor. The monk uses his body as a weapon, being at one with the flow of everything. Now, here's something interesting. The monk, as it says here, he does not like the unnatural items of mankind, which means that you literally cannot equip weapons and armor. You can only equip wands and spellbooks. You can use items still, like potions, but that's about it. Yeah, this is like hard mode, basically, and Explorer is a bit more for like easy mode. Ninja, this profession thrives of being alone. He's interested in his own gain, nothing else. Because of his stealthy desire, he cannot wear any metal armor or large weapons. Look at those bonuses. That's a lot, but it's more about avoiding, really. This profession enjoys enforcing his might through magic. However, like the mage, his intentions are not selfish. He's acting on behalf of his god and prefers beating sentences to his opponent rather than the slice and dice approach. Bible thumpers, anyone? Yeah, and mainly they use maces. Let's go to thief. This profession is more concerned about well-done power. He likes to travel wide, cannot use long weapons or metal armors. This profession can gain experience quickly. Yeah, it does. But it's quite fragile. Warrior is this profession is like a knight, except he's more concerned about combat than rewards gain. This profession gains swings. If you're a beginner, you can also choose warrior or go explorer. Okay, now we'll go to skill points. Let's enter a ring. I don't know. Let's go Grand Sword because I'm trying to promote this online thingy. Architect is this. Now here are the skills that I was talking about earlier, right? Skills used to move through walls. Basically, you can walk through walls, literally. Early on in the game, you can't really walk through walls except in parts where it is already broken, so to speak. But as you gain levels, these skills, all of them will just go up everything. So don't worry about them too much. Accuracy. This skills used in combat determines how easy or difficult it will be for you to strike your opponent. Blacksmith is skills used to circumvent bars. It's just like the architect, but think of doors, but not doors. geo bars, which are annoyed doors, if that makes any sense. Carpenter. Now this one goes to yours because difference is you're going through it instead of destroying it. This climb, this skill is used to climb various places where the skill is needed. Very situational. It's a very situational skill, really. Climb is not used in a lot of places in the Earthlord realm. Combat, the skill aids you in combat and it is towards the amount of times you can attack your opponent. Okay, so increases number of turns, basically. Critical hit. Critical hit. This determines the chance of critically wounding an enemy with a single blow. Some enemies, however, are not susceptible to such attacks. It will say big hit. It will another sound effect, voice effect. When you land a critical hit. Defense, not protection from damage to combat. Terms of kind of armor you can wear if there's no other restrictions. Hide. This allows you to avoid an encounter by hiding. This not allow, however, allow you to pass by areas of monsters or patrol. Okay, this gets interesting because when you walk around certain areas, not towns, although some towns have monsters too. There are certain spots in corridors that you cannot pass through, even though there's nothing in front of it. Sometimes there are visible units on the corridors, but sometimes there aren't. Those are patrolling monsters. Hide does not protect you from that, but anything else, you can just go through dungeons and places easily. Identify. This allows you to identify some of the items placed throughout the game. You cannot do something if you don't know what it is. Duh. But really, if you encounter an unknown item, you need, if your identify level is low, as it is in the early stage of the game, you can pay at the shop. Any shop will do. Weapon shop. Language. This skill is very useful as some of the other races have placed cryptic messages on walls throughout the realm. You'll encounter this as you pass through mainly through corridors, but also along walls. Mountaineer. This skill helps you climb mountains. You can go where even flying won't let you go. Again, not much of a concern early on, but it will go up soon. It helps you climb through mountains, basically. Even the steepest ones. There are some steep peaks on the game, which because flying only gets you up to 10,000 feet, and some don't go beyond that. You know, some mountains go beyond 10,000, and this will help you. Notice this is skills used to detect hidden items. There are spots where instead of monsters you may not seem to pass through. Usually these are just dead end rooms. You may be able to find an item or two. Picklocks. This skill is used to open locked doors. Some doors, however, cannot be opened by any means other than the property. Mission specific or site specific keys are being cited here. Although honestly, you'll see soon. The skills needed to ride the various mounts of the realm. The higher the skill, the better mount you can ride. Okay, for Earthlords, mounts are your travel companion. They appear alongside you during combat. It's usually outside, and for mounts that can fly, you can even fly with it. Of course, if your mount dies, then you have to get a new one. Spells is required with casting, so okay. Use to circumvent traps. There's some very powerful traps you want to avoid. There are traps both visible and invisible in the game that can inflict either poison or just damage. Getting a high stealth means you can avoid damage altogether. Trek. This skill is used to travel safely through areas where no other skill can take them. There are certain places in the Earthlord realm where terrain is very thick or just simply impassable. Trek will make it. Trek will allow you to go through those easily. Undead skill. This skill is used to combat defending attacks of the undead, such as paralysis and withering. This is a unique skill. You will encounter some undead monsters here, but it has its use. It has its place. Paralysis is what it implies. You cannot attack or move during your turn, and withering is basically your skills get reduced a little, and your experience gets robbed. Gamble. This determines your chance of winning some of the barroom games of chance. Okay, we can. Damn it! Thou cannot go below the minimum number. See, okay, fine. Bear. This used to prepare various creations of the realm. I have played this game a few times and I haven't really found use for a pair. Not that I know of, anyway. Although, funnily enough, the game does have a sort of wear and tear system for your gear, so it might be fixed. This skill is science. The skills need to manage strange workings of the land. This comes into play the later levels. Now, prepare yourself for adventure. When the game starts, for a shop, purchase weapon armor. Okay, I'm just gonna look at my hobs for a moment. You are a lost soul. This city is a local resting place along a journey that you cannot remember starting. Your past is hidden in the fog of your mind, and try as you might, you cannot remember anything before getting up here in this fountain. You know you have a past because you seem to have battle scars in various places on your body, but you are not sure who are you, where you came from. Sorry. Perhaps you have come to this city to start a great adventure that will someday help you remember your hidden past. Maybe there's someone out there who can help you. As if to assist with some little need for you to know why you're here, your sweep was invaded by voice and vision. The vision was weak, but the voice was powerful. It implanted your mind with a simple mantra. To save the realm, we must change the past, stop a war, and destroy the future. Strange. Still, the only thing you know about this place called the Orc Realm is that it has been under constant invasion from demon forces over the last 150 years. Perhaps there's something you can do to help these people. You get up and dust yourself off and start your adventuring. You are standing near the fountain on the main level of the city-state that is known as Dagen. This is the main city in the portion of your realm known as Freeland. From here your adventure shall begin. Whoops, that is too large for that appears on my ops. Let me adjust that for you and center. Okay. This game requires to clean the map, that's nothing. Okay. So here's your health, mana, and the time. This is pretty much game time, really. Cast a spell. You will learn spells throughout the game. This is used. You might be confused, but here I'm pressing equip. This is equip. This is drop. Drop is drop things in your backpack. You may notice the backpack currently has 5 slots. You can have up to 5 items on your backpack. Right now, as you can see, I don't have any weapons, only a robe. But there are a lot of accessories, so to speak, for parts of your body. These will be filled as you adventure along. And the rings too. You'll get some very powerful rings. You can also see here keys. You don't have any right now. There's camp, rest. You can't do that indoors. As you spread out anything. If you want to rest, you're gonna have to take it outside. It helps you heal. Here's the let's see in the ops. It's not appearing anything. Let me just change this for a quick moment and go for display capture instead. Okay. Now you can see it. Currently I'm on auto start game, no, show screen in the window. If I meet that, then I will hide the match. I mean, it gets annoying and eventually because you get a lot of unnecessary stuff. For your message sounds, yes. Combat attack speed normal. Combat and move speed, pick up dead enemy movements always. Character combat wimp mode is, I don't know what this is. Probably an easy mode? Something? Let's try it on for a change. Yeah, and we'll save on start 3. So we'll go. There are certain spots here. Let's explore around this first floor. Yes, we'll pick them up. Now we gain an item, magic seed. You gained 1 magic point. Eating a handful would have been better. So you just gain 1 point. You'll get more better. Now we get health seeds. You'll get to pick up more better seeds later in the game. Easy. There are no mages, but you did gain 1 point. Weird sound effect, I know. The sign above the source says City Council. I wonder if it appears. Does it? Close. Okay, it does. I have to reassure myself because it doesn't capture much. So we're in current mission. Let's play the first mission for this video. Find the innocent prisoner. You receive 400 gold, 1000 knowledge. The quest is a bit more difficult. We'll do this on probably next video. We'll just do some playthroughs or something. This quest may not be easy for the lack of power you possess. It is the first test that puts you as an assassin. You must find a man named Dogu Houndblood and eliminate him. He was the human race's hope to become an Earth Lord, but as he became more powerful, began attacking travelers for their goods. We're not sure where his base of operation is, but we must find him and kill him. Then you can view the next, the one thing unique is that you can view the next mission. Well, helps you prepare, really. You've run into a potted plant. Wow, this wall is almost seamless. Not sure why you ran into it. Though the swamp is not deep, you do not possess the ability to simply walk across it and therefore decide not to get wet. You'll get random conversations like these in towns. As you walk inside the garden here, you hear someone say, "Yep, I've heard of the Demon White House. It's a big wooden fort on the south coast. It's east of the Freeland Desert. You can't miss it. Lots of water ravens in that area." Killing device is incorporated. There's a shelf photo. Shove on it with soul punch. Let's buy something. I don't know. Heavy sword. Identify and recharge. Yeah. There's a little girl here in a purple dress. She asks you to go out of new monsters and make world safe for her. The city demands a donation of 20 gems for adventures can enter a bazaar area. There's lots of greetings. Community gems? No, we don't have that for the moment. I'll get the magic seeds. Again, in towns you get this. I haven't ventured into the Midland Gatehouse to reach these Trinity Dragonflies. Here's the central point for Astral Roam. Astral travel for now Earth Roam, so you must sometimes swap into the place to get past it. Astral monsters are tough. Astral monsters are very tough. So you can see here, You can buy spells. We're currently level 1 and we don't have any knowledge. Knowledge is experience points basically. You can gain rank by buying through. As you reach the threshold, you can buy with your gold to gain the next level. You don't have that. I'll pick up some more seeds along the way while it's over here. Free Wine Council. What does this say? University of Magic. Stout Arts. No guards allowed. You hear that? That's the bumping sound. Okay. Okay, some more health seeds. This one, by the way, on Tajan is very quite advanced. You can't walk through it unless you're really high level. The University War, the Shrine of the Mind. You've run into a potted plant. Yeah, again, some spells. We'll use the I believe Wimp mode is easy mode. You can view your coins here. Gold. So we didn't gain much. You can see your stats, everything. Immunities, attributes. We'll go through those in another video. A short video, I guess. Spells. We got Missile Flash and Desert Flash. An offensive and defensive spell. This free and pub games. Go home and cry that the world is too evil for the likes of you. You get a lot of conversations like that in the bar, and there are more actually. Hey, you can't go back there. We put your purchase map outside. Jack's rides. This is the priest. Some towns have a priest, some don't. The priest can heal you if you have to, or at least that's what I remember anyway. You're not sure what this is. You can't come back here. Okay, let me go through some stuff here. I'll buy the big backpack, and the backpack is automatically equipped. Don't worry. We'll get the hard leather armor and the leather helmet, large helmet rather. Then equip. And now we have a defense rating of 12. We sell the robe for 13. Get a potion just in case. What does the ring do? A simple gold ring? Nothing. There's buy, view, item description, and haggle. Remember that you can only haggle a few times in this game in total. It's not that forgiving really, but you gain a lot of money during your encounters, and you'd honestly there's not much of a use to it. The doctor, you can get healed for the gold each. If you get status such as poisoned or radiated, you can go to the town doctor and get yourself healed. By the way, for the pub, you can pretty much be an asshole on the games and get a lot of money. Be careful though, because it does ruin the game. There's a large man standing in front. He says that the arena is that way, but you better be prepared for the monsters you find there. This is the inn. If you want the rest, you can do so. More health seeds. Wow! Someone has discarded drinking flask into the spawn of plant. This will sure come in handy. Right. Again. Now the first mission involves that one item. Spoiler ahead. No, not really. This, and we'll go downstairs. This guy talks about the wheat city. You'll get through to that. We get more gold. The wheat city is, you know, seems to be right about those torture lantern it says here. Fabled health seeds. Fuck that. Oh well. Not much you can see here. So here are the bars that we saw earlier. We can bend. Try to bend. Sorry, your inadequate body starts not enough to bend the bars. Key. We don't have a bronze key. Picklock. We don't have the spell for that, or we can simply leave. You wise to ignore the bars. Although of course you can do this. Someone has written Copini Opticore Magirum Denda Force. You have no idea what it means. This is where the language skill comes in handy. Dusty Orb. Ah, that was a huge advantage. There are some fierce monsters behind these obsidian bars. You can't really make them out, but you can smell fire. There's a monster here. There's a lot of crusty or dirt here. Identify comes in handy there. So here's the... It is so good to see people here in my cell. I have been chained here a long time and I'm very thirsty. If you would be so kind as to get me a flask of water, and will you give me this iron key you've been hiding? I hear there's a good armor shop locked behind that iron door to the east. Armor is very important when you first start your adventures. It is much more important than a strong weapon. I really need that flask of water, pal. Yeah, the game does get snarky at times. It looks like someone has planted some seeds here, but since there are no soil, the seeds of... You think these may be the fabled health seeds? Nice way of gassing you up. Also, if you have seen earlier, this is the iron door. And there's a shop here. Okay. Okay, so now we just move it using our arrows. You can't move with your mouse though. Now, look here. Left is their unequipped weapon. We don't have any weapons in our left hand, but our right hand has the steel sword. Either you can use your arrows, or usually the case, the mouse. That's a critical hit. We set it to fast and whip mode, so yeah. And turn. We gain some gold and some gems. Now that you have the flask, you can fill it with water. Now that get the wooden key from him. No, this is unrelated to the mission. Seems oblivious to the fact that the cell door has been knocked down. Okay, now we'll just open it. Now we're here. I don't think we can find much items here. What seeds are those? We don't know, but we can identify a known food. You can get some here items, way shield, mesh gloves, mesh suit, combat helmet, ninja hood, phoenix plate. The phoenix plate will help you in the desert when you get there. Okay, we're here. I attacked using my arrow keys. You can also use the numpad keys. The numpad keys are useful when you're attacking diagonally. Okay, nice. You do regenerate health, but it goes slow. Everyone. Again with the standing on the dead guy. The game has a lot of running joke with standing on corpses and skeletons. This guy did not fare so well. There, you can move diagonally using the numpad. There. Three. They can attack diagonal too, so be mindful of that. Congratulations, you have found an innocent prisoner and completed mission 1. I was completely innocent. You can turn off the hide option if you want to. You know, if you want to grind a little, get some money. Now we enter the city council. This is where you progress throughout the game, because you turn over the mission so that you can progress. Congratulations, you have completed mission 1. So now you've seen the innocent prisoner. Your mission is complete. That was just a warm-up. You painted that smiling face down there just to make sure you weren't afraid of the dark. Now we gain some. Now our current mission is find the Book of Souls. We believe it is in a castle in the swamplands. Okay, let's level up. Let's go to the University of War, because that should help. Yes. We'll go for speed. You can even increase your health if you want, although that's not, I don't think that helps. I'll go for speed so that you can have a lot of endurance. Helps too. Accuracy, okay, you can view accuracy, is how accurate you'll be in these places, trainers. It's more detailed than what I just said. So the skill determines how attacks move. The higher skill, keep in mind that our armor rating was factored in when you're trying to physically hit them. The opponents are lower chances, right? For this reason, accuracy is a poor skill. Combat, so you function combat. How many attacks your character for everything? 5 points. Keep in mind, however, that your character's attacks cannot exceed 10 per round. Defense. Defense is skill raises your character armor rating. For he'll gets +1. Keep in mind that armor rating can exceed 255. Okay, so we have some gold. Again, we will sell. You saw there's a property that says, "Do you want to sell all of it?" You can opt not to, but honestly, you know, for junk, you can just have the option. Okay, so that goes for the first video. The long overdue let's play video. I guess you could call it that. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I wonder if I can stream this on Twitch. Probably. Let's save it. It's an old game, and it's not much going on, to be honest. Although it does get interesting. You can leave suggestions below, and the music. Did my music end? No, not yet. But yeah. So here we go. Well, again, we'll save it. We're on wimp mode right now. Okay, we're saved, and this has been Grand Sword. I think This is my Grand Sword. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to see more of Earthlord's content, just leave a comment, and any suggestions, comments, welcome. I read every one of them, and I'm honestly touched with the initial video, how it was positively received, and I'm surprised that a lot of people have played this game. You know, for a game that is said that seems to be obscure, it's not that obscure, it seems, because there's comments on my Artlor's video that you know, people remember playing it when they were kids. I'm pleasantly surprised. So I hope to see. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you want. Hit the notification if you want to be notified of this video. Or I also cast games from StarCraft, Brood War. It's a way of vocal practice. I guess you could say this video is too, and the hopefully upcoming Earthlords videos. So I hope to see you next time.